This is a major step in like the development of our voices in Hollywood, and this is a major step for the culture to be leading in nominations for my body of work. You know, Malcolm X, Amistad, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and now Sinners. Like my trajectory has been about telling the story of culture. And I'm really proud because history is being erased. Our history is being erased as we speak. And so to have this responsibility of telling our stories and being as authentic as I can and being awarded for it is a celebration. And I'm really honored, you know, to be sitting here. And, you know, I thank the Lord that, you know, Ryan Coogler was born because because he continues to tell stories that are important to the culture. Oh man, I was protecting the story of the sharecropper, the story of the Great Migration. I knew from doing so much work in my career on African American history in America that it was layered. And so to have this opportunity again, you know, I did Rosewood and you know, did roots, and I had so much learning already that there was another opportunity here to, you know, show that you know, we made something out of nothing. You know, there were hand-me-downs, there were patches, there, you know, no one on this, no woman could carry a purse because I didn't want to, you know, have things to be, you know, a construct of what we thought this time would be like. This time was a time of struggle, and also there were no alterations on background. I would not allow alterations. So if the pants were long, we turned them up. If the skirt hem was a little crooked, we left it because we just wanted to show how we took things for what they were, and we were able to celebrate, you know, within what we had, the little that we had. So it was an honor to be able to do that. Well, you know, fashion doesn't evolve evenly. So if you were a fashion student or a costume student and you looked at the juke joint, you would see late 20s. You would on the backs of some of the dancers and or the jukers. You would see different types of things that you could name, different styles of dress that you could name. And so that's how I allow it to be more expansive because of the way that, you know, especially if you're a sharecropper and you got one good dress, you're going to wear it to the juke joint. I don't care if I made it 4 years ago, we're going to wear it. And I loved that about it because, you know, you could have like work shoes on and a fancy dress because that's pretty much all you had. And that's the beauty of telling stories. You know, you are entitled to your voice, and we don't always have to make a historic statement with everything we do. I think our being there is the historic statement that we have a right to be there. We have a right to design things that inspire us just like anyone else, and that hopefully translates into more things, more inspiration, more for more people. I'm, you know, so proud of Ryan Coogler, you know, his trajectory, and he's, you know, just he's so humble. But I always have to mention, like, he is our hope for tomorrow. He is the person who I think young kids will look at his manner, his humility, but also his voice and his creativity and his dedication, and they can be inspired by it. look, I was the first to be nominated. I was the first to win, and I'm still in the game. I still love the job. I still do the job. And if my being here tells you that, you can start, you can learn as you go, you can build as you go, I hope that I am a lesson that, it's not a fluke. It's hard work. It's staying power. It's voice. It's vision. It's creativity. And, there's a lot of cathartic, goodness that you can get from creativity. There's a lot of healing and a lot of restoration and healing, but also a lot of celebration as well when you can tap into a young man like Ryan Coogler and his ideas about a picture and see it to fruition is a celebration. So I hope when they see me on the ballot, they see someone who is celebrating another win, another belonging. This creative belonging is wrapped up in this whole nomination and being on the ballot.